Why, hello. We're going to look at some Katie Hopkins. Our darling bud in Britain. Ha ha ha. No, we're going to have a look at this monstrosity state of a person. I'm going to start off with this because she was celebrating today with reform and or refuck and the other refuck lot victories today, so I think I'll just take the piss a bit. Let's begin.
I am in sunny Felixstowe at the Spa Pavilions ahead of 2 nights.
Would it be funny if she tripped over when doing that run? I wonder how many times she actually did that run. Look how she started. Look, she looks like she was in that position about 100 times. Then people back there must have been looking at her thinking, look at this silly tart. Stupid cunt. I hope she trips over.
Almost sold out. There are a handful of tickets tonight, and on Saturday there's just little single Pringle mingle seats left. So if you...
Single Pringle mingle. I wouldn't buy with a single £1 any of your tickets. I hope it shows shit.
want to come alone, do come. You might come on your own, but you will leave feeling part of our...
Well, for some people, a lonely night coming alone is all you got.
Our family here in Felixstowe. You can buy your tickets direct from Spa Pavilions, Felixstowe. And I also just wanted to say on this very important day, a huge thank you and hello, congrats.
If that woman wasn't waving at you, if it was a woman, or it could have been a guy. They were waving at you, love. You're just styling it out because they stuck their fingers up at you.
Congratulations to Rupert Lowe and the team of Restore, to all the poster putter-uppers, the flyer giver-outers, the organisers, the volunteers, the people who went door knocking, the candidates who put their head above the parapet and have probably taken a bunch of crap for it. But now you guys completely wiped the board, you completely did it, and I truly feel like for us ordinary people, we stand a little bit taller today because of you, and to all of the reform team as well.
Anyone stands taller than you.
Huge congratulations on a massive and historic win, and a real signal for so many of us that have been so...
She's an absolute vile piece of shit. She thinks she's so clever. Oh, I'm the biggest bitch in Britain. You're just a slag.
Worried for so long about our children and our grandchildren and what this country is going to be like. Suddenly, a sign of hope that there may be something in the future.
Hopefully you'll trip up, hurt yourself.
That will help put the great back into Britain. So thanks to all of you. A great day in the sunshine and a great day to come and celebrate.
Hopefully you'll put the great in a great big pain in the arse.
With your family on the road here at the Spa Pavilions.
No. Moving on, because I ain't watching the rest of that, and she talks shit. Let's have a look at her. I think she looks like she's fallen out of a tree. Oh shit, even her face. Oh dear. I think oh dear, what's that last step? And go.
Breaking news here in batshit bonkers Britain, where the Welsh Government...
Well, if anyone's batshit bonkers here, it's you.
Labour have asked nurseries and toddler groups to report any 3-year-olds that might be seen indulging in racist behaviour and log it as a hate.
What 3-year-olds are going to be indulging in racist behaviour? And if they have said anything remotely racist, which they would have no idea what they're saying, come on, let's be real. There's only a few places where it probably would have come from, or they're copying. But no, that's what 3-year-olds are indulging in that shit.
Incident. Presumably this is because Plaid Cymru thinks that by picking
Cabri.
on 3-year-olds, it will make them look more like grown-ups. If you do need to go to a
Being racist does not make you look like a grown-up.
police station to report the hate crime committed by a 3-year-old, you need to leave by last Wednesday because the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit in Wales means you won't get there till next Thursday. In other news, Reform pulled a blinder in order to distract.
I don't really care about Reform. Full of shit, them lot anyway.
From Nigel's 5 million crypto bung from some weirdo in Thailand. They've come out and said that they're going to put illegal detention centres wherever people vote green. And this is genius because it's always the
No, it's not. It's fucking horrible. Dude, this is why I was saying in a previous video that I was uploading during the local elections that you're going to have Trump-styled Britain. Reform are going to have Trump-style Britain where people are just going to be picked off the street, left, right and centre. It's going to be absolutely awful, and people like this piece of shit right here that are following all this, I hope you lot reap what you sow. I hope you reap what you're all fucking gormless cunts. There's probably nothing inside that fucking head of hers.
holier than thou people, yeah, who live in posh places, yeah, who say refugees welcome, yeah, asylum
She talks so much shit.
seekers welcome, yeah. I mean, as long as it's not near my £4 million home or my private school for my kids or my private medical care, then absolutely put the detention centres near them, put them near the people who say they support them, and then see what happens. And finally, it's good news for the plague cruise, the rat shit cruise ship, where you get this kind of virus from rat shit that's in the food. 3 are dead.
She's there taking a piss and laughing at people like who have died on a ship from an extremely rare disease. Yeah, so what? It comes from rat shit. Exactly, rats are everywhere. You go to London, you know more. You're like what? Everyone's no more than like 10 foot away from a rat at any given time.
And the captain and the ship's doctor need emergency help because they're not looking too promising either. It's going to dock in Gran Canaria, I believe. So if you're on Hollybobs in Gran Canaria, may I just suggest giving the port area a bit of a miss for the next couple of days. That's it, my darlings. Everything's just going swimmingly here in batshit bonkers Britain.
She talks so much shit. I can't stand her. Wow. She's one of those people like Trump that I hope something really bad happens to them. I don't really care what people think of me. I am so unhinged. I do not give a shit. She wants to think of herself as the biggest bitch in Britain. Hold my beer.
Do I think that the Russia-Ukraine war is a legitimate war that was started by Russia? No.
Yes, it was started by Russia. Let's get the facts in right now.
Do I think Sergei Lavrov gives two shiny shits if he was stared down at by the Prime Minister of Great Britain? No. Do I think it's possible that a 5'6" nipple height Prime Minister of Great
A 5'6" nipple height Prime Minister. Where's her head at?
Britain could stare down at anything apart from maybe a small pet lamb?
Oh, I have a pet lamb. Hamo. Lammy! Who the fuck has a pet lamb? Farmers have lambs.
No. Do I think the missile that landed in Poland, killing 2, was fired by the Russians? No.
Yes, it was. And not only was probably... Oh, unless she's talking about something else, but what I'm talking about, the Russians did. 100%.
And do I think people in America who are funding much of this war could actually find Ukraine on a map? No.
It's not hard. It's right next to Russia. In between Poland and Russia. It's not hard. Belarus is a bit to the north. You know, it's not hard to find it. It's a big old bit of land.
Do I think that the Russia-Ukraine war is a legitimate war that was started by Russia?
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna watch. Look at the state of that. We're gonna watch. This video by the person who uploaded it. Is called Internet Audit. I'll have in the bio a link in there to his channel and that, because this is his video after all. But yeah, we're gonna watch a bit of this. Get buckets ready. Throw up time.
Katie Hopkins, Britain's most controversial export and possibly the most hated figure in British media. A woman described as the ultimate Karen and, in her own words,
The biggest bitch in Britain.
some
She
call
gives
her
Karens
brave
a
for
bad
saying
name.
the unsayable.
Sweetie, I would rather be grabbed by the pussy than have a pussy for president. Big
I think your pussy regrets being your pussy.
is not beautiful. Feminists can go and do one.
Others say she's just cashing in on outrage.
I don't like geographical location names. If you call Mohammed in a school playground in the UK, 2,000 kids come running and you don't want anyone.
How many fucking school playgrounds has 2,000 kids called Mohammed playing in it?
Epileptics are all weirdos. They're up there with the Asians.
Either way,
Some people really think it's cool to be racist and be a stereotypical fucking dickhead. Disgusting, really disgusting. Some people, and it's people like this with minds like this that are putting dickheads like Reform in charge of this country potentially in 2029. Crazy.
Hopkins built a career on being as divisive as humanly possible.
I mean, I just can't believe that you're such an insufferable snob. Oh, I do find it.
I love that. You're such an insufferable snob. She's an insufferable cunt. Fuck. She puts a capital C in the word cunt.
How deplorable.
I've made men cry, John, so be afraid.
So how
I can understand it. You've made men cry. One look at you, making everyone want to cry.
did a reality TV reject turn into one of the most hated women in Britain?
Cunt.
Katie Hopkins was born in Barnstaple, England on February 13th,
Shame it wasn't a miscarriage.
1975. Her dad was an engineer, her mum a bank teller. After attending private school until the age of 16, she studied economics at the University of Exeter. But Katie dreamed of military glory, drawn again to, in her own words, big shouty men barking orders. She trained at Royal Academy in Sandhurst and planned to join Army Intelligence. But ironically, at her passing out ceremony, she had an epileptic fit that ended her career before it began. She'd hidden the
Very coincidental.
condition for years and later even had part of her brain removed to ease her suffering. Maybe that was the part with empathy.
This is not a game. This is a job interview from hell.
She does have a large mouth.
I remember
she tries
this.
to swallow something larger than she should, and it will be the end of her.
Whenever there's an issue, she tries to cover her arse. It's a shame she doesn't do it a little better with the skirt she wears.
Katie's life in the media began when she joined season 3 of the reality TV series The Apprentice. She was competing for the chance to win a £100,000 a year job working for Alan Sugar, and managed to insult, offend and
She must have
out-yap
been
every
skint,
contestant in her path.
You fucking do as you're fucking told. Then it's not about fucking covering someone's back, is it?
Okay, Trey, it's Katie here.
No, Katie, listen, I've had enough of everyone's crap.
Trey,
You're doing stuff.
Trey.
No.
Calm it down, Trey.
You have one speed setting, and that speed setting is slow, slow, slow. Someone put the wrong speed dial in when they created you, sweetie.
You did enough during the day.
Do you want me to
I'm
know?
speaking. I am
She
speaking.
thinks she's unhinged, but she's just a cunt.
Hopkins didn't win, however, as she had to turn down her place in a
I'm
final
gonna use the
due
C
to being
word
unable
quite
to
a
find
bit in this
childcare for her
video.
daughters. But she managed to find something far more lucrative than Alan Sugar's approval: outrage. Being blunt, smug and cruel got her headlines, and Katie wasn't shy about what she was willing to do to get attention.
Have you ever lied or tried to get what you want? You said yes to get someone else's husband because I wanted him. That's pretty ruthless.
That is quite ruthless. On a scale of 1 to
Not
10, I'd go
ruthless,
about
you're
an
a
8
slag.
on that one.
Oh, right, so you could be more ruthless than that.
I am ruthless.
That throwaway line turned out to be prophetic, because the next time Katie made the papers, it wasn't for her usual rage baiting. It was for a scandal that would blow up her whole life. In 2007, Hopkins managed to do what even Alan Sugar couldn't. Get herself fired. Why? Because she was photographed stark naked, shagging a married colleague in a field.
She's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. What a slag.
By the next morning, every tabloid in Britain had her pegged as the star of The Field
I'd have some empathy for you, but I actually lack a lot of that as well.
of Sex.
She rates herself a 10 in 10 in the field of sex. We've got a picture of you. there you are in the field. There you are in the field of sex.
Sex.
She rates herself a 10
See her
in 10 in the
face.
field of sex. We've got a picture of you.
Oh, I couldn't pause it. Anyway, carry on.
There you are in the field of sex. What's going on in that picture?
Yeah, that's me.
Do you know that was happening? Not the sex, the photograph.
I knew the next day when they knocked on the door.
Why were you embarrassed?
Well, because I had to ring my boss and tell him that was going to be on
Look
the
at
front
that.
page.
Her face has gone physically red.
She had to phone her boss at the Met Office and explain that his global brand consultant was about to become the face of rural adultery.
Yeah, hi. I won't be coming into work today. Yeah, I was caught shagging some woman's husband in a field, basically. Yeah, sorry, Alan. Sorry, mate. Bye.
And I had to ring my boss, and I had a very highly paid job, and tell him I was going to be on the front page of the People in the morning.
You're gonna be on the front page being a slag. That's what you were gonna. That was what was gonna happen there. Yeah.
Straddling Mark.
Unsurprisingly, the Met Office decided they'd rather forecast light showers than heavy scandal, and she was promptly sacked. But while most people would crawl under a rock at this point, as we'll see throughout the video,
No, not Hatie Hopkins. Hatie Cockpins. Not her. No. She relishes in this shit.
while others saw humiliation, Katie saw an opportunity.
State
After
that
all,
face.
why waste a perfectly good sex scandal when you can turn it into a full-time career?
People know me as the biggest bitch in Britain. If there's something that needs saying, Katie Hopkins will always make sure it gets said. Anyone that gets that face that smashed up, is bonkers. That's properly bonkers. You know, to call yourself plus size is simply a euphemism for being
She's
fat.
just
Who wants
rage
to be
baiting.
fat?
That's all
Hopkins
she
threw herself
does
into the
is
media
rage bait.
circus, making a name for herself.
She'll say
writing for
whatever it will
tabloids,
take
popping up on Anna
to get
Celeb
some
and Big
sort of
Brother,
reaction
turning daytime TV
and get
shows
paid
like
for
This
it in
Morning
some way.
into her personal battlefield.
It's because of the things you say, the way you treat people, you
Women
judge
don't
people.
like it. Women don't like it.
Nobody
when I'm
likes
going to
it.
reply,
Nobody likes it. Do
I'm
not
going to
delude
reply
yourself
to
that
you.
it's only women who don't like
She's fucking deluded. Yeah, tell her, love.
you. Men don't like you either.
Is there an off button, Sonia? Because I'd like to press it right now.
Would you?
Very quickly, she wasn't just a reality contestant. She was Britain's full-time professional troll. It felt like everywhere you looked, you couldn't.
She is literally a troll. So beware when you cross any bridges. Like there'll be a Katie Hopkins troll jumping out like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, asking 3 questions or some shit. Give her some gold.
Escape her.
Do you think telling a cancer victim that she's got droopy breasts is constructive, helpful
That's
criticism?
disgusting.
I'm not looking to do constructive, helpful criticism.
There's going
I have
low,
400,000
then there's
followers on Twitter
literally
because some
fucking-
people find me witty.
Wow.
I don't like women that complain, and maybe female scientists need to get a sense of humour as well. If I go into the Olympics, I do not want to be sat next to a squawking child. But I don't believe you can be fat and happy. I think it's an example of green, sweet pea, because you weigh 25 stone.
Rude.
One of her most infamous rants was
So
about judging
rude.
kids by their names, claiming that celebrity or place names like Brooklyn marked them as lower class, and that her own children wouldn't be allowed to play with those kids, leading to a now classic British TV
If
moment.
I had kids, I wouldn't want them playing with her kids either. I feel sorry for her kids.
I think you
Having
can
a
tell
mum like her.
a great deal from a name. You know, for me, there's certain names that I hear, and I hear them and I think, ooh, name for me is a shortcut. It's really a
So when I look at the name Katie, and this isn't all Katies, this is that Katie, I think of Hatie. Twat, cunt, swag, ho.
Vicious
efficient way of working out what class that child comes from. Do I want my children to play with them? And there's a whole bunch of first names that I don't like. I don't like footballers' names. I don't like names after seasons of the year. I don't like geographical location names.
Are you sure about that?
So parents do criticise each other.
Geographic stuff.
Geographic. Oh, so Brooklyn or London.
Your child's called India.
Yes, but you know, it's...
She doesn't like kids' names that are named after geographical stuff, like Brooklyn or London or stuff like that. But she named her kid India.
That's because it's not related to a location. That's because it's
India
related
isn't
to
a country.
How is India not a location?
In hindsight, though, letting Schofield play moral referee has aged like milk in the sun.
What do you want
Oh
me
god,
to do?
that is a whole other story.
Because that's where I am.
I remember that.
One group Katie is particularly fond of picking on is fat people. Hopkins branded obesity as nothing more than laziness, and that you should never hire someone overweight.
And that's why, as an employer, I have to be honest and say I would never employ
The
someone
trouble is,
size.
Nothing clever about
She decided
fat
to
shaming
prove it by
people.
eating herself into obesity,
Discrimination of
gaining
any
50
kind
pounds,
is
and then shedding the weight
disgustingly
again for a Channel
unacceptable.
4
I don't care,
documentary.
whatever it is.
Stupid project. I hate fat people for making me do this.
How could you hate fat people for making you go fat? You chose to do that yourself, you dumb bitch.
She told the talk shows to promote it, only to get roasted at every stop.
You're doing a documentary, aren't you, about putting weight on?
Yeah, so I put on 4 stone to prove that
4
skinny
stone.
people aren't lucky to be skinny. They just move around a lot, and that fat people are, in fact, lazy. Maybe you need to shove less in this end so that you don't get fat.
Do you not lose loads and loads of weight because most of your comes out the front?
And that was her career. People watched because they wanted to see her get shut up. For every little zinger she thought she'd landed, there was always someone, a host,
That was good.
a journalist, a Philip Schofield, ready to slap her back down.
You keep saying about who you wouldn't employ. Really, who would work for you?
Yeah. Even I've
Celebrity
offered
names,
all the
things
money
like
in the world.
Apple, things like
I've
you know,
never worked
Tilly
for her,
Fizz
ever.
or Jolly Apple, whatever they've decided to call their crazy.
But outrage is a dick.
I'd never name my child called Apple. No, but your child's called Poppy. Philip, 2. Katie, 0.
Dangerous currency. The more you chase it, the easier it is to cross the line. And Katie is a habitual line stepper. Eventually, it dragged her out of the TV studio and straight into the courtroom. In 2015, Katie tweeted about food writer and activist Jack Monroe, except she got her confused with another campaigner entirely. Monroe gave her a simple choice: apologise and donate £5,000 to charity or face a lawsuit. Katie, of course, doubled down. The case dragged on until 2017 when Hopkins lost spectacularly. She was ordered to pay £107,000 in legal costs, had to sell a £1 million home, and entered into an individual voluntary arrangement to avoid full bankruptcy.
Well, my first reaction was I was absolutely horrified. I am from a family with a strong armed forces background. You know, I've emerged the victor and had a lot of public, had a lot of public support.
And it didn't stop there. Later that year, the Daily Mail was forced to retract 2 of her columns after she falsely accused a Muslim family of having links to Al-Qaeda. The paper apologised and paid £150,000 in damages. By this point, Katie had become less of an outspoken media personality and more of a walking legal liability.
She's just toxic on legs. Like, she just constantly, no matter what she does, you could tell her good morning. I'm sure there's something fucked up in her head that will come out her mouth. Oh. Horrible. And every fucking picture I see of her is disgusting. Makes
Every
me
time
sick.
she opened her mouth, it seemed to cost her another job, another platform, or another chunk of cash.
On the 22nd of May 2017, a bombing at the Manchester Arena killed 20...
Oh god, I wonder what fucked up shit she's going to talk about this. I remember that.
2 people.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
This has been the most horrific incident we have ever faced here in Greater Manchester.
In May 2017, tragedy struck Manchester when a bomb went off at an Ariana Grande concert, killing 22 people. And while the country mourned, Katie Hopkins did what Katie does best. She tweeted something so offensive, it tanked what was left of her career. In her tweet, she wrote, "We need a final solution." Now, Katie quickly edited the tweet
22 dead, number rising. Schofield, don't you even dare. Do not be part of the problem. We need a final solution.
True solution, but everyone knew what she meant, as final solution is Nazi terminology for the Holocaust.
That is just crazy. Absolutely no words for that other than she's fucking disgusting, and I wish the absolute worst on her. I don't care.
Clash was instant. She deleted the tweet and tried to explain it away, but the damage was done. She appeared with Tucker Carlson on Fox News to defend herself.
I used the word final solution in a tweet, and I would not in any way want to use that term and the inference other people lay on that. What I meant was we need a lasting...
Look at his face. He's like, what the fuck?
solution, a resolution to this.
No, that's disgusting.
Help. She was sacked from her LBC radio show, with
right
reports that her colleagues actually cheered when the news came through.
Well, however you spin this, there's one thing you haven't taken into account. And that's what the team is going to make of this.
But Hopkins wasn't finished finding new ways to disgrace herself. Between 2018 and 2020, she racked up a highlight reel of international disasters.
She probably still disgraced herself from beyond the grave when she finally
sued by
dies.
Finsbury Park Mosque for defamatory claims, suspended from Twitter after years of pushing the platform's limits, and in 2020, she managed to get deported from Australia after deliberately breaking COVID quarantine rules during their version of Big Brother. Katie wasn't a media personality anymore, she was a travelling circus. Banned, sacked, and humiliated.
Talking about
across
foreigners
the world.
in another
And then
country,
came
she
the
became an
ultimate
immigrant
punchline.
over there.
Possibly the greatest prank ever pulled.
After months of planning, we had actors, dinner at the Four Seasons, flights, hotels, a trophy, cameras, and a top-tier racist.
The final humiliation came courtesy of YouTubers Josh Peters and Archie Manners, who flew her to Prague to accept a completely fake award, the Campaign to Unify the Nation trophy.
It is an absolute pleasure on behalf of all of the members of the Cape Town Collective for the Freedom of Speech to announce that the recipient for the 2020 Campaign to Unify the Nation trophy is Katie Hopkins.
She actually stood on stage, gave a heartfelt speech about how nice it was to be finally appreciated, then immediately launched into a tirade about Muslims and epileptics.
And as Katie came up to collect her fake award, we had one more surprise in store. You might wonder if this is a bit mean. For a moment I did too. But then she made her speech and told us what she really thought.
I am not used to receiving awards. It is strange, and it's strange to hear nice things being said about yourself. You sit there and you think, wait a minute, they're saying that about me. Whereas normally it is a kind of an incoming deluge of fireballs coming my way. So it.
That is fucking funny as fuck. Campaign to Unify the Nation trophy.
It's kind of an odd thing for that to be tipped on.
It reminds me of the fucking lettuce of Liz Truss.
Its head, but I really do appreciate it. If you call Mohammed in a school playground in the UK, 2,000 kids come running and you don't want any.
That's disgusting.
Epileptics are all weirdos. They're up there with the Asians. East London's fairly shitty.
How are
82% Muslim.
How are epileptics fucking weirdos?
I guess Muslims are different. So she, I believe her name was her fiance. I believe his name was Anyway, they practice because they're such retards. Other places where people get stabbed a lot.
It's language like that I don't have hope for this country when you're fucking bringing in people like Reform who have the same fucking level of language that she's using in fucking Brainwhip. Just keep watching.
Or try and rape their own mother. Or have 5 wives.
Humiliated, banned from Twitter and exiled from daytime TV, the ritual was complete. Katie Hopkins was cast out of mainstream society and banished to the 9th circles of Facebook Live, where all washed-up villains eventually end up.
Pissed off.
I don't get them. Why is she getting shows them recently with the very first video that I showed of her where it looked like she should have tripped up on the street? I don't get it. She's awfully flat-chested there.
With this whole Sydney Sweeney American Eagle thing, honestly.
What's up with her belly? No comment.
It just sets us back decades. I mean, we were making really good progress there because, honestly, what do white people need to be on adverts for? And also, fuck Donald Trump, and also, Free Palestine. Yeah.
Sorry, lanyard fucker. No, my name's Linda. I'm a public servant. I work for the council, that's right. That's why I wear my lanyards. I identify as this week. That's on my name.
Yeah, oh, at least she's got her name right. Cunt.
Badge. Then I've got this one. This is my pro-Palestine lanyard with the black and white tea towel, because at the moment, if you want to progress from a band G to a band H, which is a higher pay band, then you need to be pro-Palestine. So that's why I wear this.
It's a tea towel, love.
Circling the drain of irrelevance, it looked like Katie's 5 minutes of fame had finally expired. But somehow, Hopkins returned. Katie Hopkins is still here in 2025. She's back on X, thanks to Elon's open door policy, playing into the rise of the far right and immigration concerns.
Good morning, it's Keir here. Our new policy on migration, very simply, we will stop them coming. So you must look at Dover, because there's 25,000 of the arriving every day on small inflatable rubber dinghies in Labour strongholds of Birmingham, Bradford, Luton, Leicester,
it's like
where in
she's
fact
literally
no one speaks
clutching
English
on
at all, and
straws.
it's actually much more useful for us
Hopefully
when we try
those
to
straws
buy
will snap.
a vote at the mosque.
But her main hustle these days is live shows. She's currently touring the UK with B.I.T.C.H Bonkers Britain. Basically, a half-serious stand-up routine where she slags off politicians and discusses culture wars.
Sold out audience here for a live B.I.T.C.H Bonkers Britain. First up, there's a new pope. He's just been announced. He's going to call himself Leo after the lion. This one's better than the last one because the last one's dead. There's been a trade deal announced between Trump and Keir Starmer. Basically, Keir gave Trump everything he wanted, including a rim job, and that's right.
And she's even taking it to Ireland.
Fucking people paid to go watch that.
Where she's cozying up to the controversial figures like Conor McGregor, praising him for speaking his mind. Subtle, Kate.
Praising him for speaking his mind. Didn't he rape a woman?
The column inches are smaller, the crowd's thinner, and the headlines fewer. But Katie's still doing what she always has, thriving on outrage. She doesn't need to be liked, she just needs to be talked about. And in that sense, she's winning.
Enduring nature of migrants able to cross the Mediterranean, and I used the term cockroach.
You referred to a plague of feral humans. I mean, are they all feral? I mean, is it actually a plague? Aren't they just a group of people?
I think these individuals from some of these cultures they come from are feral humans. I stand by those words. I use those words.
You're the most feral out of anyone. If we all were feral, you'll be the most feral.
Built a career out of controversy, burned every bridge available, and yet somehow still finds an audience. She remains the blueprint for making a career out of professional trolling. Katie once proudly called herself
the biggest bitch in Britain.
And for once, she wasn't lying.
Right, I'm going to leave it there. She's not the biggest bitch in Britain. She's a complete and utter cunt. Wow. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing more videos of this, not of Katie Hopkins. Like, she can fuck off. But yeah, I'm going to be doing other videos like this anyway. We're going to leave it there for now. I'll look at other stuff and other things that come up, because it's not all going to be about news and politics. I'm going to be digging up some other stuff and that. Like I said, I'm way more unhinged than she is, and I don't give a shit. So yeah, no, all good. Yeah, if you like the video, hit that like, subscribe, like on the top there, it says that. And yeah, hopefully I'll put something else out tomorrow, or in fact no, I can do my first live tomorrow. So yeah, all good. Take care. Bye.